Peace. Back with another installment of Hip Hop History. This is volume 283. In this clip, you will hear Ras Kass speak about Saafir, R.I.P., and Tupac, R.I.P.'s relationship and how they used to be roommates. Also, R.I.P. to Shock G as well. Check out the clip. I will be in between these clips to provide more detail. Peace.
Digital Underground. That's who pulls me in, and then Saafir was Pac's roommate.
Okay.
And then on the flip side, because of this man, and because we ran in that neighborhood on Crenshaw.
You mean they lived together? They couldn't.
They were roommates.
Saafir and
so
Pac.
imagine how arrogant.
Right?
Think about how arrowgant
that
Saafir
Gemini
is.
and that other shit.
And so Pretty Boy Saafir, Buff Pretty Boy, and Pretty Boy Tupac.
Both got peers in their nose.
Yeah, both got the nose piercings.
Yeah.
So imagine. So they was cats and dogs apparently.
Yeah.
Loved each other, hated each other.
I go to Badger, bro.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So no, I on both sides. So through Cat, I knew thug life.
Peace. So Saafir, R.I.P., and Tupac, R.I.P., were roommates. Around this time, Saafir was introduced to the Hughes Brothers, who created Menace to Society. And he was introduced to the Hughes Brothers by Tupac. All right? Tupac was supposed to be in Menace to Society. In this next clip, MC Eiht will give more detail on why Pac is not in Menace to Society. Check out the clip.
His thing is, everybody knows me and my reputation. So it's not really about the role, it's what people see me as. So if you want to show that I've turned into this Muslim activist, fighting for brothers to make it right, then show me why. Because why are you just throwing me in a group of killers, and how did I make it here? Because generally, you ain't hanging around no niggas like that.
Right.
So if I'm still affiliated with AWACS and O-Dog and Kane, then you need to show me how that happened. I had to grow up in the hood, and we must have done something, because I'm in the garage with these niggas, and ain't nobody like, what the fuck you doing here, nigga? Get your ass out of here. I'm still being accepted as one of the homies. So you need to show that. Show something that happened, but, we don't have,
Peace. In this next clip, you will hear Tyrin Turner speak about what happened behind closed doors when they were doing a table read when Tupac was still supposed to be playing Sharif in Menace to Society. Peace.
My version of it is Tupac came into the reading. We were all there. Me, I don't know if MCA was there yet. It was me, Lorenz, Jada. We're all at the reading or whatever, and Tupac, we all started rehearsing and reading or whatever, and in the middle of it, Tupac was like, man, I don't know, I can't get into this character. It's just, I need more meat. I need some more, and then Alan Hughes was like, Tupac, you interrupting the session. Let's just finish reading. So we start reading again, and Tupac like, I'm sorry, I just can't get in. And then Alan Hughes was like, Tupac, why are you acting like a bitch? You're acting like a bitch right now. You acting like a straight bitch. Let's step outside. This is what I hear. So Tupac and Alan Hughes step outside. Alan comes back in, and Tupac never returns. That was the last time I seen Tupac.
So Alan Hughes calls Tupac a bitch.
He called him a bitch.
And how did Tupac react when he was called a bitch?
He didn't call him a bitch back. He just walked out. I guess him and Alan had a relationship.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that Tupac let Alan call him a bitch and was like, "What nigga was happening there?" And it was just more like Alan was like, "Nigga, you acting like a bitch right now. Step outside." So they stepped outside, and then they had their conversation, and Tupac never showed up again. And then they hired my boy Vontae Sweet, who plays Sharif.
Peace. In closing, R.I.P. Shock G, R.I.P. Tupac, R.I.P. Saafir. You know, Saafir was definitely an MC that was underground, and he was also slept on. It was dope to see him in Menace to Society, since he wasn't really a household name. You know, I knew him, and my friends knew him because we were always, you know, we always had our ear to the streets. You know, whether it be Oakland or Cali or New York or wherever, if it was dope music, we were listening to it. So, you know, R.I.P. to him, man. It's a sad time, you know. It's just like legends just keep on passing for whatever reason, you know. But they're still gonna live on through me and other people who they touch them, pause, you know, in some shape, form, or fashion. But thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed these clips. And peace, as always. R.I.P. Saafir, man.